Hi guys, so I'm going to be doing my talk or video on the section 12.7 Galaxies and the subsection of the Milky Way and our solar system and everything. What drew me in to do this section was that we don't really know much about our galaxy, and well, we know some, but there's just so much more that we don't know, and of space and other galaxies that aren't ours, and even of the Milky Way we don't really know much. But that's what kind of drew me into this, just space in general and how interesting it is and how much we just really don't know about it and how much there is to learn about it also. So that's kind of why I chose this. Yeah, it kind of creates conversation of what ifs, and there's possibilities of this and that sort of thing. Sorry if I keep looking at my computer screen. I have my research on there. So, digging into the Milky Way, they say it's this dark matter of dust and gas, and it holds a million or trillion stars just by gravity, and it's kind of like a black hole. I think that's what I read. It's kind of like a black hole, and there's just so many planets in the Milky Way that we just don't know of. And there's this one study in 2016 that estimated that the observable universe contains 2 trillions or 2 million galaxies. Some of those distant systems are similar to our own Milky Way galaxy, while others are quite different. So I thought that was kind of cool. And so I also read that before the 20th century, we didn't know that galaxies other than the Milky Way existed, which is kind of crazy to think about. But reading through the chapters, it talks about how that there are billions and billions of other Milky Ways out there, and how we could possibly not, be the only life form out there, and that if we were to find out that there are other life forms, it would take a lot of years to find or even communicate with any other life forms. So I also thought that it was cool that the Milky Way at night, it's bright enough to be seen in the night sky. It's visible to the naked eye in the northern hemisphere. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I kind of thought that this portion of the text was kind of easier to remember or be interested in about, because it has a lot of facts and examples of of how our Milky Way is really big, and how there's so much more of space that we don't know about, and kind of talks about reaching other life forms and this and that. So that was kind of cool. That drew me in, and helping me remember ideas and concepts. Sorry, I'm looking at my screen to help me follow along. Sorry. So what was so cool about this chapter to me was that what I thought I knew or had an idea of, I really didn't. I'm kind of a believer in kind of aliens and other life forms, but reading the section, it kind of bummed me out that in my lifetime, I guess I'll never be able to kind of I guess in my lifetime, I'll never be able to see or I guess know if other life forms exist or other worlds or planets exist, because it takes millions of years for our signal to go out into space, and even if it's receiving something back would take so much time, and that kind of bummed me out about this section. And the connection I made between this and this chapter and my life was that you know, kind of just not keep believing, but keep researching and keep trying to, I guess maybe just like keeping an open mind with space and the possibilities that it has to offer. So yeah, that was my section, so thanks.